And we'll roll the old printing press along. We'll roll the old printing press along. Howdy, folks. It's Johan, your favorite little ink blob. Back at it today with some more Chants of Sennaar. Welcome in, everyone. Whoa! I have had a morning. Great to see all of you. Sorry, I don't know what happened with the ad break there. I hit it, 15 seconds after stream start, but it, took a gap for a moment. I don't know why. Still figuring that out. But pre-rolls are disabled. That's the goal. You're empty, you've been scooped? That seems concerning. How does one... I'm not sure I should ask questions that I don't necessarily want the answer to. I'm sorry that you're feeling empty. Hopefully it was like a nice little ice cream scoop and someone's enjoying. No, that's weird. I feel like ice cream scooping a human is also strange. But welcome in, folks. No, I woke up early to try and drive someone as a favor, and about 5 minutes on the road. Has anyone here been driving and had steam come pouring out of their AC blower? Because I hadn't. That was not something I expected. So that was a problem. Wasn't the radiator, wasn't the, there's a heating unit that apparently can cause that with like a little pinhole leak. Fortunately, knock on wood, seems that it was just the AC drainage getting clogged, so was able to run a little bit of wire up there, unclog it, and out came a river. So, we'll see. But that was more excitement than I was bargaining for. Hey, welcome in, Essie. You're not feeling empty, your insides have been removed. Oh dear. I don't know, huh? That is concerning. So driving once and a giant caterpillar came waltzing up your air conditioning? That seems almost like a pleasant surprise. There's a little guy saying hi. But I can also see that being very startling. Well, I'm sorry that your insides have been removed, if that was... that doesn't sound like a good thing, but I suppose if it was, for an important surgery, I guess that could be good. Named him Jeremy? Great. Love Jeremy. All my homies love Jeremy. Whew, okay. But we're here, we're gonna have some fun learning some language. Smoke coming out of any part of car that isn't an empty duct ain't good news. If it was smoke, I would have been very concerned. It was steam, which is a different type of concern. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Didn't need your insides anyway. Okay, well then, great. Awesome. Good scooping. But no, if it had been smoke, that would be a whole different thing. But it was steam, so I was like, either radiator went, or, I forget the exact name of the part, but there's, Steam, like the place where you buy games? Yeah. Basically my concern was apparently there's a part that is part of like the engine heat cycling that, is about like, if it's just a little pinhole patch, the problem is they have to like disassemble most of the car because it sort of sits under the center console in most of them. So it's usually a like 1 to 2,000 USD endeavor. That was gonna be unpleasant, but seems, I mean, I've only driven a little bit since then, so it might be still worse, but hopefully it was something that was solved with basically a pipe cleaner. Welcome back, Carsey. Glad you have returned. I did see the cheeky little pop-in excitement for Sennaar. And playing FIFA, fun. That is the football game. You're chatting, yes. And you know what happened once on the Tim stream? What I do not know. Chanting. I see. Chanting. All good, because you're all enchanting. But Cratch. Chats of Sennaar. Hell yeah. Okay, so trying to refresh myself where we are. Robert sent Tim a file, Johan scatting MP4. Yes, I do recall this. So, okay. Looking at our notebook, okay, every page that we've got, everything we have pages for. Oh no, okay, so we haven't figured out these ones. So this one is still to be determined. Make create, that was what that was, right? you're an enchantment, what would you be? Breadstick 5? Hell yeah, I think that's fantastic. So we got a little sign here. We've got a note that says, like, vase is this thing. Oh, wait, we thought that's key? Hold up. Hold up. What? Oh. So it's oh no, right, that's pointing where the key is. That was it. Bottle? Well, as I forgot. So we're picking up the thread again. So we got that piece of paper right at the end. Because that was from the beggar who we gave the coin. And then the coin, he gave us that. So I think he's indicating that there is a key in a vase somewhere in the middle vase. So we still don't know these ones. Did that guy say anything? Oh, that's also a good question. We should check that. Will you let us out? No, we aren't allowed out without it. We can go double check. Yee. Actual Minecraft enchantment other than breadstick. I don't know, you have I think you have a very good cutting wit, Alyssa. Wow, did I thought I clicked on there? I did not. I think you have a very good cutting wit, so I would say perhaps sharpness 5. You would be back? Alright, efficiency. 100% efficiency 4. Sharpness, don't want to hurt people. No. See, it's not that you deal more damage. It's just that your quips are very sharp. You are sharp-witted. Not full, not the best, but still quite good. I think that's still a healthy evaluation of oneself. Not overestimating, but not underestimating either. How many legs do I have? That's a variable, a question mark. I typically prefer no legs, but I can have quite a few. Fire aspect, because you have a fiery personality. I could also see that. Okay. You're seeking the preacher. Go to the garden. Preacher loves the garden. Right. Yes. Okay. So that's something we could do. Yeah, let's go to the garden. Because, funnily enough, the guy said that the preacher wasn't in there. Yawn has question mark legs. Isley question marks. Yes. Could also be squiggles, right? Where it's, sort of, we can fudge it a little bit. I love music is what he's saying. Oh! 16 legs, bane of arthropods. Wouldn't that be 8 legs? Don't arthropods all have 8 legs? Wait. Hold on. Are horseshoe crabs arthropods, or are they just... Okay, hold on. I remember... Horseshoe crab. What are they again? Because I know they're super ancient, and I think they're related more to spiders than anything else. Are water arthropods? Okay. They're not true crabs or crustaceans. Okay, yes, so they are indeed arthropods. Bane arthropods is kill spiders. Yes. Love music. There's a spider in our car. Do you have a name for him? Oh, he's been dead for 2 weeks, just hanging there, chilling. No! Sad. Ah, so if we click on here, we'll find the key in the vase. It's an Austrian spider. Doesn't speak Dutch and thus died. Sad. Well, it was... Wait, oh my god, it's actually on the specific vases. I did not realize that. That's kind of neat. So we're looking for a tiny striped one next to one that has... So I think this one. No? So, okay, there's a lot. So, full-colored vase. So, tall full-colored vase. Half vase, stripy vase. We're looking for the stripy vase. Huh. Austrian spider must have been Robert. Sad. Well, it's mostly, I want to look for stripy vases that are between those. So, like, this one I don't think is it, because I think that one's too wide and has a plant in it. Okay. So what other stripy vase? So it's stripy vase. No, it's not that one because that doesn't have a half one next to it. So don't think it's any of these ones up here. Maybe it's down here. Oh, maybe the guy who's down here saying, I don't know where the preacher is. Maybe he's looking for the key. Yeah. Down is also a possibility. So we're looking for stripy vase next to one that's sort of like half filled looking, and one that's totally full looking. The creature? What creature? Ah, that looks very promising. Like that's, oh, it is, haha. Please help, don't know anything about the game. Oh, all right. So we'll fill you in, but basically think point and click adventure where we've got a very limited inventory that we can sort of, drag onto things in the world. And we're learning, yes, we're learning a language where we've got this little notebook where as we find runes, we fill them in and we can put little notes on them for what we think they mean. And eventually we get pages in this notebook where we can guess. And if all of our guesses on 2 pages are correct, it will fill them in and we'll get confirmation on it. So like this one, we're still trying to figure out. But so like this, we figured out was preacher. This means death and this means plant. So we've got a number of ways of finding those out. We'll talk those through as we come across new ones. And we've also got a second language. So this is the language of like the clergy. This is the priestly language. This is the like warrior guard language, which all we've gotten so far was 3 of them like halting us and saying these 4 runes in this order. So we've jokingly put down you shall not pass. It seems to be an actual conlang because there are some aspects of the language that are like consistent and relating to each other. So like this mark, this sort of little shortened L means man or human. That combined with other things, so like we figured out this means God. So man plus God gives us devotee, someone who follows God. Things like that. So the sideways L is dead. Yes, indeed. Spain got smaller, so now your favorite country, Zambia, has the shortest country border in the world. Is that the one where it's, is that the one where the border's crumbling that you're talking about? Where it's like a canyon and it's getting smaller little and little? Proof, show. We had that over here, over by the skull. Death dead. And that made sense from the murals we had seen. Yeah, the crumbling border with Zambia and Malawi. Nice. I remembered a thing. It happens on occasion. I know it's rare. So yeah, so this, it's a language where there seems to be like combining things. And so like a little box around it seems to refer to like a building associated with the object. So this was a church. This is a garden. This is a cemetery, right? Because it's dead with building, plant with building, God with building. The marker, the like little left mark, we don't really know. It seems to have to do with like a shop, maybe? And then a line on the bottom, right? Like down here seems to be associated with verbs. So like to close, to open, to love something, to make something. All of them have this little like verb indicator. Sennaarism. We haven't met the god yet. Now Zambia and Botswana is the shortest border, 20 meters. Damn, that is not a lot. Going to the god house. Yay. Well, it's, I put it in the stream title. I was thinking about it over the weekend. It took me way too long to recognize that, oh my god. So like we seem to be trying to like, devotees, the religious order seems to be trying to get to a tower. And I'm realizing, oh my god, it's the Tower of Babel, right? Because the biblical story of humanity building a tower out of hubris, and as punishment, God splitting their language, which I think like Enochian or whatever it was called, and splitting it out into the various languages of the world. Distracting me to stop me from beating it. I was already explaining it anyway. Nokia? No. Enochian, based on the name Enoch, has been frequently described as like the language of angels and whatnot. Kia. Oh, that's my car, by the way, is a Kia Soul, which I've named Lady Helen America. And she's treated me very nicely. I've named her this because there's an old Cordwainer Smith story called The Lady Who Sailed the Soul, so I thought that would be very fun. Her name was Helen America. Kia no Kia. Or Kia no Nokia. Ikea. Now I want pancakes. And I know that's terrible, but for some reason in my brain, between like the color scheme and such, when I was very young, I would always get IKEA and IHOP confused. So, in my head, when I hear IKEA, I think the International House of Pancakes. Can we make a language out of this? You can make a language out of anything. Whether or not you should is a whole different question. So, me... Okay, so, preacher is not in the garden. I don't find the preacher. Plants are dying. I don't like when the plants die. Okay. Me not, don't love, like plant death dead. Okay. So, we found a key, which I'm guessing is going to go to, like, either... I don't think there's a door over here. I think there's a door on the upper terrace. Yeah. I wish we could solidify our understanding of the page we've got. No. There we go. So we click on that, we apply the key. An observatory to look at God? I feel like that might be blasphemous. Also, if it is the story of the Tower of Babel, God is a bit, hostile to our civilization. So, not sure we would want to look at God. Like, that could result in problems. Okay, so we're looking at something here. Ah, we found the last rune. God not love Mimi? God not love us. So we've got this note here. So me finds something. Blank find God. I'm going to the cemetery. I'm going to go past what we think the room for tower is. So what kind of game is this? It's I don't know the exact word for it, but so it's a point and click adventure in how you're interacting, but the core game loop, it will take us a little bit when we get to like a new language, but it's about it's pattern recognition. It's linguistic pattern recognition. So we started off all of these we did not have this fully filled out. It looked more like this, where we have 4 things, nothing confirmed. We don't know what any of these mean for sure. So as we interact with the language more and more, we see these runes pop up in different contexts, so we can start to develop some inferences about them and gain a better understanding of the language, which allows us to understand what we're being told about the world. Almost at the next language, so yeah. Yep. But yeah, so we're still filling in a little bit. Yohan is the confirmed dumbest puzzle game player. No offense. No worries. Again, this is not my typical thing, but I'm really having fun. Language deciphering game, yeah. Need to learn the language to follow things people say. Sure wonder why Robbers isn't in the streams anymore. He hasn't been in today. He was in the last stream. Spoilerless games. Okay. Okay. Oh, we actually jotted down notes. So this is signed from the preacher. Speaks English, a little Dutch and German, and Sennaarism. Ich spreche nur ein bisschen Deutsch, ja. Was there an item to take? I didn't see one. Okay, so we've got the final page. So we can try and finish sussing out the rest of this language. Perfect Polish. Oh yes, as we've learned. Oh! We can actually grab that. Huh. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Oh, Magic the Gathering. The Gathering, Orzhov. So I'm wondering, is this like a fairly standard motif? Or... Because, like, it's obviously mildly reminiscent of, like, a Star of David, right? Of, like, a six-pointed star. Stars are a very frequent symbol in a lot of situations, but, I thought that this one... I didn't think this was an actual symbol. Hey, welcome in, Impact. Whoop! Take a look in a moment. But yeah, like, that's really similar. But I guess it's not the exact same, so... But, so this is obviously some sort of... Maybe... this might be a compass. Could be a compass. Because 4 and 4, so 8-pointed? Okay. We might work with that. Because they were talking about finding things. 18 hours of suffering through not having an item. Yon, when will I admit that despite my best efforts, puzzle games are now my thing? I feel like you've played more than an average puzzle game player. They certainly are, but I want the door to still be open for me to play other things. Because, like, I'm gonna play Nier, which is decidedly not. Outer Wilds is, actually that might even be a puzzle game. But, like, I'm not all about the puzzles, but I certainly do enjoy some things. Offer a gameplay tip that I already know. If it is truly about the gameplay and not about the content of the game, sure thing. Also, welcome in, Zopher. Thank you for asking first. Inkly puzzles. That feels like that would be stealing intellectual property. Would I rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? I see. I see what you're trying to get me. But I think I would rather watch a tree grow. Is watching your knee, the actual joint grow? That seems strange. Butter Nutter. That you can press tab to highlight interactable items. Yes, I had seen that. I don't typically use that, but yes. I said the Spanish word for black, indeed. But it's also saying in the context of, I was taking that as a legitimate question. You're a platform gamer, but I play other stuff than platforms. Yep. Yep, exactly. I am indeed an ink blob. Big fan of leaves, trees, and especially vines when it comes to character design and stuff. Absolutely. But yeah, no, thank you for the tab reminder. It has been a while, and it's basically I played this for the first time on Friday, and then we've had the weekend, so I did forget about that. But yes, that is a thing that it's let us know. So yeah, let's see if we can figure out. Let's see if we can figure these out. So this definitely is this. I'm guessing that means compass. That's my best guess. This is relating to the apothecary. This is the symbol that was by, like, the urn maker, so I don't think it's actual seed. This is where key is. Okay. How is it a compass? Well, I'm assuming it's something to do with the compass because it's seeking. It's a lens, okay. Why does it have the extra points then? Because, so I'm thinking compass because you've got the 4 cardinal directions and then you've got the middle ones. The guy talking about the seed was in the garden with the pots. Yeah. Pot, potion, key, indeed. Guessing mirror? I could also see mirror. But so it's saying lens. So this is going to be something as like a magnifying glass, perhaps? One of your coworkers cut off the tip of her finger and it grew back completely due to a cool new medical technique that basically filled a finger-shaped mold with pork gelatin. Fingertip grew back completely, nail bed included, not even... Oh, yo! So it's using, like... Oh, this is gonna sound real stupid. Was it Nile Red? There was a YouTuber that was showing off, like, meat grape, where it's basically, it's using cells as a scaffolding for the body to do its own thing. That's super cool. Okay. I found the lens. The lens found God. I'm going to the cemetery. I'm going to go past probably the tower. That's super neat. I'm assuming that's like stem cell research related, which is real cool. Don't think that was him. I thought it was, but I'm very willing to believe it's not. So does this mean cage? Or, okay, this one we had no clue of. Free. Okay. Huh. Okay, so we fully understand the Devotees' language. Up or great? Okay, so not tower. And then free. Huh. Gotcha. Okay. Sick. Well, your players on your team is very unhappy because I'm not giving him enough playing minutes. He has a broken leg, literally cannot. Put me in, coach! Your leg will snap in half. Put me in! Especially when he dropped a pot of bromine. Ugh. Okay, so going to the cemetery. It's down here, right? Yes, okay. Awesome, so we have fully translated one of the languages, which it's only about 50 characters, but that's cool. That feels awesome. Neat. Okay. So, he's somewhere in the cemetery, presumably. You're seeking God? The church will help you. If the preacher... I mean, do you need to advertise if the preacher came here? Oh, well, I should have put 2 and 2 together. I forgot about this statue. So it's got a lens in front of its face. God sees us. Intriguing. Church, help, please. Would I rather put a little toothpick under your big toe's toenail and then kick a wall, or grab a pair of tongs and rip one of my teeth out? Ugh. I would rather neither. However, I would probably not choose, realistically, and my torturers would do whatever to me, but I think ultimately tooth would probably be better because I have not actually had my wisdom teeth out. I choose or, yes. I think probably tooth because I have not actually had my wisdom teeth out. God sees us. Okay. Hey, welcome in, Silver. How goes it? Made like 3 new songs? Sick! You're churning them out, aren't you? Did you know if you get free money if you type /ban Alyssa, real infinite money glitch? Oh, hell yeah! No, would not do such a thing. So, what is this trying to get us to do? No, we will not ban you. Even if we actually got infinite money. Okay, no. If we truly got infinite money out of it, I would ban you. On the basis of, you're still in the Discord, we could talk, and I would send you some of that as remuneration. Want to listen to what might be final boss song? Your attempt at some heavy stuff? Feel free to send it. I'm not going to listen to it right now. Might listen to it after the break when we switch over to Outer Wilds, though. Read everything and the puzzle will become clear. Well, I mean, this is what we've got. God sees us. The preacher went to the garden. If you die today, I will haunt me. Friendly haunting? Hell yeah! We should come up... You come up with a code word to make sure that it's actually you haunting. Read more. I'm reading as much as I can. I think that's a fair policy, Silver. Oh, there's more in the room? Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wop, 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 wop. I from Baba. Fortunately, it doesn't follow us. If that statue did, I would feel very, very concerned. Bum, bum, bum. Gardens are that away? Yeah. 95% music, 5% game. Oh, I from Lingo, true. Well, I'd rather unlimited march too, but no march, or unlimited march, but no march. Well, then I guess unlimited march too. Those are hardly even questions. I know it's a meme, but like, it's not a thing. Ah, okay. Does tab work here? No, okay. So, found the lens found you. Going to the cemetery, I'm going up! Potions. Okay. Is there anything else that we can do in here? Is Tim here today? Have not seen him. So, presumably not. Assuming that after long, Psyche K watch party. Probably chillin'. Okay, so nothing else here. I'm checking it out. There was something we missed. It was not super important, but... Okay. Well, I guess we can go down. But, okay, so the preacher's going up. Oh, hey, let's see the full thing. Why wasn't I at the watch party? I, A, am not super interested in Psyche K, B, don't know how to conduct myself when watching things with people, and C, I had other things to do. Preacher is not in the garden. I can't find the preacher. Plants are dying. I don't like dying plants. Fair enough. Psyche is good. I am willing to believe you. It's just, it is not something that's really, hold my attention. Like playing Chants of Sennaar. No, I was not playing Chants of Sennaar at that point. It sees us. I found the lens. The lens found God. Yes, yeah, I guess we can use the lens on things, perhaps, but I've not seen anything with the puzzle piece come up. So actually, let's double check if it is tab. Okay. Hints is up? Wormhon has seen Psyche, loved it. Okay. Hints is the up arrow? Is that what? Oh, I'm already causing problems. I'm so sorry, Essie. Seen clips from Psyche isn't the one with the... I know pink hair. I don't know about telepath. Because it doesn't let us just do the thing. Oh dear. There's text in this room. Oh, that's what you meant by room. Okay. But we can't combine the lens with it. Okay. Because, yeah, so to actually use the lens, we need to get a puzzle marker. Oh! Is there? Because over here... No, that's not a puzzle. It's just a rotate. Look at the gravestone. Oh, okay. So there's the statue we can move. There's the eye icon. But... this one? This isn't the gravestone. We already were looking at the gravestone with text, and it didn't help. So this one. There's this bit. Okay. But read better. You're seeking God, the church will help you. Huh? This doesn't interact. Do I seek God? The statue of the preacher. There's a statue of God, a statue representing humans. Okay, if we can chill a little bit. let me mull on this a little bit, because right now I'm trying to solve what you guys are hinting to me before I've even had a lot of time to stew with the puzzle. All right. I appreciate it. Give me a moment. It's gonna take a little bit of me futzing around to understand what we've got, because I haven't even had time to really look. So this is clergy. So the clergy is here. So statue of clergy. We have a statue of the preacher. We have a statue of, yeah, probably man or a beggar. So here. So God is looking for something. That's totally fine. So God sees us. So we can't rotate that. We can only rotate these. Player with the broken leg decided to leave your team to join the rivals. Played one game, he is no longer able to walk ever again. Wonder why. Yeah, can't imagine. You were a good coach. They were not. So what are the symbols we have available on this? So we've got music, a key, which would mean here, a vase, and a sword. So, okay. Double checking what the preacher said. Also, this was negation? Yeah, not. Okay. So the preacher said, I found the lens. The lens found God. I'm going to the cemetery. I'm going up. The preacher. So these each have 8 positions. We've got the gravestone saying something about if you seek God, the church, you're seeking God, the church will help you. The church. So what my current assumption, I'm guessing that it is, so my initial reaction was get everything pointing inwards, but what if the church will help you as the operative clue? Because the church is going to be in that direction, right? Towards where the man is. So what if we turn all of those, what if we turn all of the statues to seek the church, to seek God from the church? That would seem one potential reasonable solution to me. Playing a Celeste map where you can't dash? Yeesh! That sounds... Isn't dashing like a really important part of the mechanism? Okay. So they're all seeking God. So then one of these symbols... So it's not the key, otherwise that would have solved, and that would have been my best guess. So I don't... So I understand what these represent. This, I don't understand what it represents. Also, so, okay. Several other things. So I'm currently making the assumption that this is a puzzle that has a positional solution, but it could be something where there's a, it could be like a combination lock where there's a particular sequence we need to follow. So maybe we need to show the association of each thing. So like the clergy likes music might be part of the hint. So we've got, I think we've got the lute over there. What if one string of letters just said what if one string of letters just said you're an idiot? That would be very rude, but I would laugh. So we heard the priest say the priest likes music. So let's get a clergy member to look there with the music. Okay. So that isn't... I didn't hear a click or anything to indicate we're on the right path. So that does not seem as promising as I hoped. Perhaps the preacher likes music? No. Isley language, and it said chess, battle, or advanced for every rune. Ugh. Ugh. That would be nightmarish, I think. Okay. So, what if... Well, okay. The language does go left to right, so maybe we need to go left to right of how we're doing it. Eating very small, crunchy breadsticks. Delightful. Okay. You're not? Well, hopefully this will be a fixable problem in the near future. Hydrate. Thank you kindly, Uno. And water drunk. Even though, dear God, it feels like I don't want any more water near me for quite some time. Can't? Problematic. Have you tried making really, I believe the phrase would be lugubrious eyes, very like big, saucer-like, mournful, teary-eyed? Evoke pity. The puppy dog eyes, I guess, would be another way of phrasing that. Bacon flavored? Okay. So, can't have bacon? Well, that's just even more tragic. God sees us. But our lens isn't, our lens does not seem immediately useful. It looks like this will eventually, the fact that it's got that, it looks like it's going to eventually slot into something, right? Those are notches for connecting. Bacon isn't that good? I mean, it's still quite good. I actually just recently had some very lovely, like, spiced peppered bacon that was... I would do abhorrent things for that bacon. Just like the breadstick part of it. Hell yeah. Fake bacon flavor is often quite bad. Okay, God. I'm gonna go back and let's read some of the other statues. Wait, so that, okay, that was the cemetery label. Want to read some of the other things around here. The fact that the one clergy says they really like, so one of the clergy folks says they really like music, which is intriguing to me. Like, that seems like a hint. Okay, would I rather permanently followers? Okay, would I rather permanently ban 50% of my followers at random, or permanently ban 50% that I choose? Banned also includes remove from Discord. Whew. So 50 people, knock us back down to 50. So would I rather do at random or select them? I would probably, yeah, I think I would choose, I would prefer to select, because I think, well, I was actually looking at our stats, it was really neat. We actually had like 50 unique chatters last week. So like we've got a number of folks actually popping in on occasion. Not everyone's in the Discord. But like, yeah, I mean, there are definitely some. There are a couple of like the alt accounts or the bot accounts that I think would be, man, all 50 Uno clones. Exactly, right? Like we've got some buffer there. So I think I would rather do that selectively, because I could choose semi-randomly for the remainder. But if I still had to make the evaluation, I'd still rather do that so that there were fewer people that were just fine getting, you know, people who, rather than just nuking people who were actually, you know, here actively hanging out. Good question. Well, if it's banned 25% at random or choose 50%, I think I'd still rather choose the 50%, because I think there are enough that we could skate by without getting rid of anyone that's like actively watching. Could do a fun stream. If you lose in Fall Guys, you get banned. Yeesh. I'm not Doug. Choose 100% or random 100%. In that case, I think I'd go random. So God loves us. Okay. Whoop. Johan banned self. Oh yeah, no, I've tried. I did actually look at timing myself out, and it does not allow the broadcaster to time themselves out, which I'm a little sad about. I love music. Okay. Choosing ban silver first, just for the satisfaction. Fair enough. That would be an advantage to it. That is not unreasonable. Okay, you're seeking the preacher. Go to the garden. Preacher loves the garden. Okay, I wonder if this puzzle might also help us. Wait, hold up. Also, isn't that the sign for not up there? God, oh, God is not dead. Right, God's not dead. The movie. Everyone loves it. Okay. Do you know there's a sequel to that, God's Not Dead 2? I think I've watched the original. There's part of me that would be tempted to watch the sequel. It was certainly interesting to see a piece of media that was decidedly not me as the target audience. Okay, so... here we can use the lens. That's what it's meant to slot into. So this one is trying to reveal. So these are the symbols. So this is going to be a message for us, I'll bet. A cipher. The man looks at the devotee. How do they not notice me walking in and stepping in line? We're very sneaky. We're very quiet. We're very, very quiet. We're hunting wabbits. So the man looks at the devotee. Let's exit out and see. So we still have the lens. Stealth 100, exactly. So we've got this. I'm going to actually make notes then. I did actually, man, I was so ready this morning. I was like, yo, we're gonna get so much figured out. we're gonna sit down and write notes for all of the games, so we're coming in nice and prepared, and then the whole car thing happened. But we're making it work. So we'll make a new document. New document is Chants of Sennaar. I mean, you're welcome to. But I will maintain some so that I've got access and I can do the things I want with them. So, okay. Really hope I actually have motivation this year to get the game done. I believe in you. Throw on some pirate software and have him yell. I'm always good for a pep talk as well. Do you think it gets put in my notebook? It probably does, but I'll still make it because there are a couple of things. So, language notes. Devotee. Verb has underline bar. Combine icons like man plus God equals preacher, or equals devotee. Double symbol equals plural. All right. And then we'll take down these notes. Bom, bom, bom. We've got, like, so, puzzle notes. Gonna write everything down? I was just making those notes because those are things I really like about it. So, puzzle notes. We've got, whoop. The man looks at the devotee. The man looks at the devotee. Awesome. Neat. Next question. Like watching my streams and Vimeo because, while you make it because you can talk about it as well? Yeah. Because we've actually played some of the stuff. Which, again, March, I would like to play March at some point. But I'm not sure when. I would love to see the original. Okay, so this is this wants the diamond facing. The OG. The OM, the original march. The devotee looks at God. Okay. The devotee looks at God. Fair enough. I mean, that makes sense. And again, so like we're learning, this is firming up the hierarchy again. This is what you need to know the language for, pretty much. But like, I like that this is reinforcing this because so like the man is looking to the devotees as an exemplar. The devotees are presumably looking to God as an exemplar. Like the puzzles are relating to the culture a bit, which I find very neat. One that got canceled after like 2 months in 2020, then grinded in 2023 nonstop. Damn. So you had started working on it and then it sort of ground to a halt, but then got it pushed out in 2023. Okay, God looks at the instrument. Okay. So God looks at... Hey! So maybe it wasn't a direct hint, but that feels related, right? With the devotee liking music. God looks at the instrument. But so this firms up the fact that this is almost assuredly a particular combination puzzle rather than a sequence. Okay, so this little door, the actual X. Okay. Also, why is it a lens? Yeah, that I don't get. Because yeah, like, I was figuring that the back of this, like, I could see that this was very clearly meant to slot into something and probably turn, but I'm wondering if we'll get more use out of it later. It might also just be called a lens as like illumination, right? So the preacher talks to the man. Okay. The preacher talks to the man. Lens for God to look down. I think he's looking down his nose at us. Okay. Also, let's re-talk to these people. Just make sure that we want to talk to the preacher. Okay, yes, it did put them in the notebook, but hey, at least now I can reference this more easily. That is not nothing. I want to talk to God. I want to talk to the preacher. Okay. We can't find the preacher. Okay. Because yeah, that was what cued us into the little bending over thing, was not worship. Because that was the like wait, no, that one did reinforce it. There was somewhere else that helped us figure out the relationship was backwards. But yeah. I love the little bouncy cat. It's a very cute emote. Okay, so cemetery is down here. Yay! Let's all go to the cemetery. It's a dead man's party. Who could ask for more? Please don't sue me, Oingo Boingo. Alrighty. The cemetery. Awesome. Alright, so we do want the instrument. We want God to look at the instrument, which I think is what it's on, so I'm just causing a lot of problems. Yep, awesome. Okay. So, we want the instrument here. Too late, reported for copyright infringement. No! Danny Elfman! I don't want to fight that man in court. Okay. How can you so easily spin such a large stone? It's got bearings. I assume that, you know, just like wheels, you can push a car because it turn. Also, hey, welcome in, Orisk. How goes? So, don't see a bearing? Well, I'm assuming that we've got this, like, big turning thing, so it might be sort of under there, right? You can have fairly internal stuff. Pretty good? Awesome. Glad to hear it. That is the important. So, man looks at the devotee. Unpack your workout equipment. Nice. I've got an exercise bike that I need to use more while watching shows and whatnot. So man looks at devotee. Devotee looks at God. So he faces in. I also need to just get out walking again. I don't even want to get swole, I just want to not get winded. The note was misleading. Well, I mean, the note just wasn't necessarily part of the puzzle. And now, the preacher speaks to the man. Awesome! Cardio is going to be jogging and if the weather is bad, jump rope. Fair enough. Okay. Here's a lens. Here's the lens reason, I suppose. We didn't start the fire. Okay. Torch. That's fun. I'm just gonna say that was maybe a little over the top for needing to be a lens, but cool. Yeah, no, I guess we did start the fire. Oh, that's leaking. Wonder how long until you can do a single pull-up. Oh, mood. I remember... Oh, okay. So we're in a maze now? Is this the place? I don't know. Perhaps. I mean, we're certainly on his trail, it seems. I remember back in, like, gym classes, we had something called a power climber that was just like... Okay, so we've checked the whole left enfilade. Prison dungeon? I don't know if it's a prison dungeon. It could also just be, like, catacombs. Maybe they have, like, secret worship. Or it might even just be sewers. Probably, though, I would assume more likely secret worship. It was basically just a series of miniature pull-up bars, and I think I was proud of myself. At one point, I was able to fling myself up one rung, and that was the height of my pull-up achievement. Okay. Like, I don't think this is the right way. I think we're ultimately trying to, like, go up and over, but I also don't want to, like, miss anything. Oh! Is that the preacher? That seems bad. The preacher's corpse, yeah, that kind of confirms that. Buddy? The heck are you doing? So what am I, just a creepy dude? I don't know what we're actually confirmed, what we are, because like they don't seem afraid of us, even though we don't speak the same language, and but they interact with guards who don't speak their language. Yeah, no, that would explain why no one's seen him. What was he doing down here, and why did it collapse? I'm a foreigner, but they don't seem afraid of me, which is good. I'm from America. I mean, like, again, so if this seems to be mirroring the Tower of Babel stories. Okay, so we're shutting off the pipe, which I guess that's something else, brain. My brain is trying to tell me AFK, but I think it's like AFW. I'm so sorry. I still have not locked in. I need to find an acronym, for your name. But, when you're asking, like, what type of game, like, that was a sort of early kind of puzzle, which we had seen a fair bit of, is, like, dealing with water shutoffs. So it's like, it's got a variety of little puzzles, but the big draw is trying to guess languages. Ooh, shortcut! I was shocked when someone told me they had a gun, which is absolutely normal. I mean, there are a number of countries. I think America is different from a lot in ownership because it is less regulated and it's less associated with hunting or military service. You shall pass, yes. Oh, we're behind. Oh, sick. There we go. So we did indeed pass. Reach the frontier. Coolio. Most folks that, you know, with one have it for self-defense, yeah, which is not something that I've not come across that as much in other countries, or I've not come across that in other, shall I say, like more developed countries, in places where there's a lot of active unrest. I think I've seen that more. I always thought about getting one, but have not done so yet. Gotcha. Okay. So... Yo, class first, yeah. I think it's one of those things where I have heard a lot of arguments about it, and I understand and respect the concept of them being there to keep the government nervous, right? So I can understand why people have concerns with like mandatory classes in America, because that can create a list, but at the same time, for personal use, if I were to own a gun, I would want to understand how to use it well and safely. So very much understand that. This is the part where I die. Yeesh. Me pacing back and forth. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Whoa. Okay. Actual like cutscene. So we are in the Citadel. So we're starting with a brand new language, basically. Appreciate that I'm allowed to have one, but definitely would want to learn. Yeah. No, exactly. $10 if I don't die. Uh-oh. You something. Okay, but yeah, so like I assume that's because it was like, you do that thing. You use it responsibly, it's not going to be a major safety hazard. That would indeed be the hope. Okay. They see okay, yep, that seems bad. Run away! So there are also stealth mechanics, which I kind of forgot about. Okay, but they won't follow us up here? Cool. Neat. I think it is more than just people being idiots. I don't want to get into a whole thing while trying to do a puzzle game, but it is, there are people who use them maliciously. There are people, I know, I've looked at some of the statistics on it. A fairly sizable number of gun deaths, at least in the US, and I believe in a number of countries, are suicide rather than homicide. And yeah, oh yeah, no, in terms of accidental discharges, certainly. Oh, they are a tool that can be used for a number of different things. They can be used responsibly, they can also be used very irresponsibly. Pew pew! Example of irresponsible, but not going to be using it for that. That would be the hope. I would recommend seeing someone if that was the intent. Okay. So this is referring to the guards. I assume this is you. I assume that's like referring to the other. Say found gun ownership does increase homicides, but does increase. This is something I've looked into a lot because I have a lot of fascination with like revolutionary history. And I don't have firm conclusions on it. Because it varies a lot. At least for me, the closest I have come to actually getting a conclusion on it is the culture and relationship to the tool is one of the biggest factors. Knives can be used irresponsibly too, and cars, and a spoon, right? Baseball bats. There are places that outlaw a number of things. It really depends. It's not even honor culture, just how you relate to them, how important they are to you, and in what capacity they're meant to be used. Less people have guns through whatever system is forcing them to do that. Again, part of the fundamental problem is people can make them, people can import them. They are a thing that exists and they are hard to properly control. And a dream where I put a gun against your head as a joke, pretending to shoot yourself. Never actually shot, but when you woke up, realized you're irresponsible even in dreams. Fair enough. It's interesting though, by plotting all 50 US states, there is a strong correlation between gun ownership and suicide rate. I assume that's not... I assume that's a lot of that is less from... Right, that is an ease of access thing, because that is something where I think... And there's a whole lot of studies in that are fascinating of like how often that's men doing that versus not. It's a fascinating topic. I know I like to yap. It is one that if I'm going to talk about it in depth, I want to actually like give it proper, appropriate thought and consideration, not be giving it half talk while playing a game. So I'm gonna ask that we move on a little bit from that. If you guys feel like talking about it a bit in chat, go ahead. But I need to not dig into it too much because it is a very interesting, very pertinent thing to a lot of people. I want to be respectful of that wherever people are at in the world. It is genuinely a fascinating topic. It is one that I think a lot of people need to grapple with. And people like to have sides. I'm not particularly on one side or the other. I see benefits to controlling them and to not, and it's a fascinating thing to look into, and not something that I can give the appropriate discussion while trying to figure out a new language. Cookie. Love Cookie. So this is going to be a stealth thing. So walking down the front steps obviously did not go well. So, interesting. So they don't notice me until I'm actually on the flat. Carsey probably would kill you for a cookie. That I'm very willing to believe. Now there's the question. To what degree would Carsey be willing to carry out violence? Would Carsey be willing, in an arena, we place you in an arena and there's nothing. It's just your bare hands. Would you fight someone for a cookie? Things are legal in places. Many things are legal here in New Hampshire that aren't elsewhere. I assume that's NH New Hampshire, right? I don't know my state abbreviations super well. Except weed, which people make fun of us for. Ah. Oh, I wonder if we can... Oh, I wonder if we can make it behind the post. Oh, whoa, they see things real quick. I'm gonna get stabbed. Oh no. I did die. Okay, but it resets us. Okay, that's not too bad. I'd tell them if they told you were a big dummy, very emotionally unstable. At least you know that about yourself. Seatbelts not required, motorcycle helmets not required, live free or die, as the license plate says. Great motto. Damn. Got stiffed up. What does stiffed up mean? I'm afraid to ask. I'm not seeing anything to, like, throw. Let's go back to this room. I wonder if there's anything we can grab from this room. The seatbelt thing is reminding me. I got to see a really cool museum at one point, where it was showing, like, the historical progression of American cars from, like, mid-1800s onwards. And I saw... It was really interesting to me to see oh god, I forget, I forgot the decades, but it was way more recent than I would have expected for their no seatbelt whatsoever in the cars, and then it moved to like just a lap belt before the like 3-point belt, which that was really interesting to me. That was eye-opening. Sift up means getting jumped by multiple British men with knives. Ah, huh. Well, I mean, those are indeed some very large knives. Swords, one might even call them. Only state that does not require auto insurance. Huh. I will say, I've never fully wrapped my head around how auto insurance works, because as I understand it, you're not insuring yourself, you're insuring, or there's two separate aspects of it. I've never fully carried the bit that goes with the car and the bit that goes with the driver. No sales or income tax? Okay, yet the roads are still better here than in Massachusetts or Maine, whatever the MA is. But that's interesting. So even without, because I assume that's the state tax would be used for road maintenance. Well, you're insuring yourself in case you hit someone else. Okay. Because I know there's bits that also go with the vehicles. And US car insurance is for the car. Okay, because that's from what I understood, it was also something where if you were driving someone else's car, there was part of it that would still be on your insurance and part of it that would be on the car-related insurance, which I didn't understand. Heard in some places in Europe it's for a person, not a car. Yeah, you want a car here, you're required to get a vehicle accident insurance. And like, yeah, tying it to the car of, I am insuring the physical piece of property makes sense to me. My understanding is that there's sometimes stuff, no, in the US the car insurance is for anyone that drives the car. Okay, that makes sense. I had heard some things. I'm probably people on Reddit who did not understand it themselves, which added to my confusion. Because like that makes sense. That is, you are getting insurance on an object that might be damaged. That makes sense. But it's also other people. If you get into an accident with someone else, their insurance pays. Was my understanding in America. So I'm still not fully I have not fully figured that out, because my assumption, I've heard people complain, this all stems from I've heard people complain about hitting uninsured drivers. Well, not an object that might be damaged, that's probably optional. Main thing is you're getting insurance for if the car damages someone else's car body. Okay, so you are getting insurance that will cover legal damages, or damages to other things. Okay. So that's why it sucks to hit someone who is uninsured, because then they probably can't pay you. Okay, I get it. It's required in 49 states, and New Hampshire ain't one. Showing that you, me, and my bros are not good. Okay, thank you. So we can't distract them. So in other ones we were able to distract. I wonder, so if we just like do a little dippy down. Okay, that was not enough. So let's run back up here. I'm wondering if there's any way we can like set foot down there and then almost immediately come back up. Do you require car inspections, which many states don't? Oh, interesting. Because yeah, that feels like something that should be done frequently. I mean, at the very least, like, people should be doing that on their own following the owner's manual, right? Once per year, $35, that seems totally reasonable. I wish I had had a more recent inspection, because then hopefully I wouldn't have fogged up my windshield when trying to... That was... I'm still reeling from that. That was spooky. It's your birthday month, so you don't forget? Nice. Isn't that also like, I've heard that's done for like, colon inspections. You have a required once per year... Oh, anal inspection, though. You requested it to be once an hour. Very nice. Well, it's I think like colonoscopies, once you hit a certain age, they're suggested, and to do it by like birthday month, which I've had conversations with people. I find that very funny, because I'm not going, yay, colon inspection. They should do something on like the exact opposite, as far away from your birthday as possible. Who is we? Hey, welcome in, Tim. Silver was asking if you were here. Oh, is Silver still in? Being friends? Hello! How goes? Other random New Hampshire fun fact. The exits off the highways here aren't marked A or B, they're marked east, west, or north, south. Okay, that seems not unreasonable. It's fine. I know a lot of weird stuff about American infrastructure thanks to CGP Grey. Okay, let's see if we can just do a little dippy-doo. Okay, so they only look... So one... They can't see us if we're on the stairs unless they've fully sighted us. Be right back, grabbing some food. Enjoy. City in New Hampshire has some very rare triangle-shaped manhole covers. Oh, interesting. I wonder why that is. It's like, okay, I've heard about interesting sewer grate design. Can I walk left? That is one of the things. Okay, nope, already triggered that. It's just they seem to see almost immediately as we go. Now they're getting phased out and being sent to museums. That's rad. Should have continued left. Okay. Oh, run from them to the left. That makes sense. I'm viewing this as a stealth thing, but maybe it is just a run away. No cookie? No. How does one exist without cookie? That did not seem very effective. Already ate it? Oh, okay. Yeah, that did not seem as effective as one might hope. Someone had an idea this triangle would point in the direction the sewer goes. Oh, okay, so actual utility, but that makes little sense to you since you can just put an arrow on the circular type. Yeah, like, arrow is not a bad idea. Triangular cover for that is maybe a little strange. Well, yeah, like, don't go down the stairs. My current thought, I still wonder if we can't... Okay, I don't like that my guy slows down. That's real frustrating. Because it feels like we should be able to visually hide from sight. I don't know how the manhole covers are inserted because it might be something... It might be something where it's got like a little locking piece in. Other random New Hampshire fun fact. The second most hiked mountain on the planet is here. Mount Monadnock. Okay, is it because it's like super pretty and people love it? Or is it one where it's like it's easy enough that people are able to do it so it can be more of a casual hike? Okay, so I can't go further than the Citadel. Interesting, so I can't go beyond that. Looking at that symbol, okay, I'm gonna suggest that's probably like Citadel or something. Maybe it doesn't look like I can. I'm trying a few things before I want to dive into that. So we've learned we can't go beyond this plane. I want to try... We don't have anything that I noticed to distract. Oh, right, without going... That's fair, that does cut off. Because it's the only decent hike within a couple hours of highly populated areas. Okay, makes sense. Ah, okay, there is indeed something. Okay, oh, is that a little lizard? Little lizard man? Monadnock means lonely mountain, or... Oh, the Lonely Mountain? Ooh, or a mountain that has no other mountains near it, named after the one in New Hampshire. Cool. I guess that's a Misty Mountain, but isn't the name of the mountain in The Hobbit where Smaug lives the Lonely Mountain? Yes, indeed, fast travel. Hey, 125,000 hikers per year? Insane. Hey, welcome back, Tim. Did you get good food? Hey, and there's number 2. Okay. So this is guard language now. Intriguing. Just got some crisps. Lovely. Ah, so... Oh, it's translation. Oh! So, hold on. Let's see. So you, I think it's you. I think that's not. I am the translator? Huh, assuming that that's mostly in the summer half of the year, that's probably 700 per day. Damn. That is indeed busy. I remember visiting I had a trip around the UK, and there was a mountain called Arthur's Seat. I think that was in Edinburgh. I have hiked actual mountains. That was not a mountain. That was a tiny hill, which was very funny to me. You shall not pass, like from Lord of the... Exactly. Well, that was our guess, because we had 3 guards that all said the same phrase while, like, blocking us. Haven't hiked it yet? Next spring for sure? Awesome. So... I don't know what that bit means. So, okay. If it is something like, so you shall not pass, or you shall not gain entry, shall is a weird word. It's probably not actually shall. It's like you not come through, or you not follow. Or okay, go or pass is the last one. But we don't really have like a can or a shall. So I don't know what the little person thing, or maybe it's you, devotee, and then not go. Not go. That was incorrect. Okay, well, let's try and learn more about the guard language before we delve into it. But that's you not pass. Also need the correct grammar, probably. Ah, warriors don't like death. So incredibly good at video games by not breaking the poor guys. Oh, hey, this is our Rosetta Stone. Sick. So that is not there is a U symbol, but it did not seem, so I think that's, so warriors. So let's assume that this is a Rosetta Stone, right? So warriors don't like death. So this means warrior. So that's warrior pluralization. That's loves warriors. So that seems to be like a plural indicator, maybe? So this means warrior, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what a Rosetta Stone is, but I think I'm right. Wait, do you guys not know about the Rosetta Stone? Okay, I think that might just be a plural indicator. Saw the Rosetta Stone in London. Very cool. Yeah, I also, yep, in the British History Museum. It's super rad. It's cool that it's helped us out as much as it has. So plural? I'm gonna put a question mark there as a we're very unsure. Not, that makes sense. That's like a slash, right? So I think we're good on that. Warrior plural, not. That's like or love is the like weird G. Like love. And this is death, I think. Yeah? Warrior, plural, not like love, death. Now it's plural? Yeah, I think. Yes, one of Britain's stolen artifacts? Yep. It's cool, even if it is, yes. It's pretty much everything in that, not everything, but a decent chunk of what's in that museum is stolen or hopefully purchased. It's still very neat to see all of that history in one place. Borrowed. What? Let them figure out Egyptian hieroglyphics since it had Greek and Egyptian on it. Yep. It could have different grammar, but like, okay. Like, this is repeated, right? So like, warrior plural, right? Warrior plural. Start of phrase, end of phrase. So I feel pretty confident that that refers to plural warrior. And then that seems to make sense to me as not in multiple phrases, and that lines up, so I'm pretty sure on that. The like love and death could be flipped around, but if we have it in this order, then death likes or loves plural warriors, which matches up. So I think that works. Oh, we can actually take a spear? Oh, interesting. So we might be able to blend in. Some glyphs can be linked to the equivalent glyph of another language, even if it's not yet translated. It's possible to validate the link from one glyph to another without having translated the original one yet. Oh, interesting. I am now a guard. So we can So even if we don't get confirmation on them, we can link. So we think this is warrior. We think that this is not. We think that love, and we think that this is death. It is not. So, okay, let's try swapping those. That is not it. Okay. You shall pass. Interesting. So, okay. So then, what else would this be? So, what's missing? So, don't like death. So, this don't like death. Death loves warriors. So, I feel very confident on this being not. It makes visual sense as a representation, at least for some things. So I feel confident on that, and it's missing from here, right? Not is not part of this concept, but is part. So that is not. So yeah, the grammar might be, so perhaps. So, okay, let's suppose. So we've seen this in phrases. That's why I thought it might be warrior, but maybe it's like. Let's re-examine that first phrase. Would I rather have $200 right now or a new microwave worth $400? You can't sell the microwave? I'm going to say $200. Typically, I would say the $400 microwave, but you guys, I have so many microwaves right now. I'm not kidding, because I had we've got one that is fixable, one that is actually installed, one that I've got in my room for quarantine purposes. And I think we've got one more kicking around in the garage somewhere. So, yeah. Other random New Hampshire fun fact. Last winter, U.S. record for lowest ever recorded wind chill at negative 108 Fahrenheit. Jeez! That includes Alaska. That's cold. But yeah, damn, lots of microwaves. But that, woo! Freeze your nitzels off. Dear God. Okay, so let's take these out. I feel confident on not. I don't feel confident on the other ones, or I felt confident, but I was wrong. So, okay. So the original, so this was saying, so we were saying, they were saying this to preachers. Something, something, not something. Have microwave already, so take the money. Yeah. Mount Washington has a fully functioning year-round weather station on top, so it gets some crazy readings. Damn. $1 billion microwave. I might take the microwave just because I'd be willing to pay $200 to see what would make something a $1 billion microwave. Had the record for fastest ever recorded wind speed globally until a cyclone in Australia beat it like less than 20 years ago. That's an impressively long record then. And heat anything in 10 seconds perfectly? Anything? And perfectly. So this is hardly even a microwave. This is like an oven. If I've got bread that I'm baking, I put it in and it bakes bread? Or is it like it will reheat things to perfect temperature? It's not a cooking thing. But like I cook rice in the microwave sometimes. Can this one dry your hamster? The last one. Oh, this remind. If I recall correctly, I think the original purpose, the impetus for creating the at-home microwave, I believe, was to thaw frozen gerbils. So doubles as a particle accelerator? Damn. King, by the way, your hamster died of natural causes. Uh-oh. Water heats up, but not the rice. But that's... Okay, so you still have to wait for the rice to boil. Okay. Whoa. Damn. When the camera's doing that wibble wobble. Hot damn. That looks harsh. Not quite Antarctic, but damn. Oh, hey, I'm still logged into the Johan Twitter. I should probably do more with that. Microwave need to do to be over $200. I feel like just heating the things, if it could actually cook things, if it was doing more than just a normal microwave, absolutely. But fun fact, ants cannot be heated up in a microwave. They have so little water, they cool down faster than they heat up. Interesting. But hold on. Microwave frozen hamster origin. I'm not 100% on this, but another early discovery of okay. So it is something that was independently done. So on 8th of October 1945, Raytheon filed a U.S. patent application for Spencer's microwave cooking process and an oven heat. Okay. But another early discovery of microwave oven technology was by British scientists, including James Lovelock, who in the 1950s used it to reanimate cryogenically frozen hamsters. I was not entirely off base. Tom Scott has a really it was a lot more effective than what they had been doing. There's I'll send the link in Discord later, but Tom Scott did a really cool video on it, interviewing I think James Lovelock. Aren't ants also too small to heat up? Smaller than the mic? Oh, like smaller than the peaks, possibly? I don't know. I'm not super familiar. Oh, I think you saw that video. Sounds familiar. Hey. Or heard about the Great Molasses Flood of Boston? I have indeed. Didn't it wasn't a lot of people died, but a fair number did, because the problem was it was basically warm molasses being put into a giant tank that then when it got cold, the rivets started popping off, right? Yeah, people drowned, which is horrific. I know I've read descriptions where like horses were also, which sounded particularly horrifying. I know, like, it's terrible no matter what, but there's something about the descriptions of the screams of horses. Going out with drowning in something sticky does not seem like a good thing. Yeah. Which I have heard it said before, and I find it deeply hilarious that Boston Harbor is perhaps the most flavored harbor in the world. And yes, of course, it's been diluted, over time, et cetera, et cetera. But that water has probably seen more flavor than just about any other place between the Tea Party and the molasses flood. Learned about in your safety engineering course in college. I am glad they cover it. I've got, the Charles in the 1970s was dirty. Oh, okay. They cleaned it up. Well, I know there's a lot of like rivers that have gotten absolutely filthy with junk, but I don't know. There's something about like specifically tea and molasses. Love that dirty water. Oh, huh. It kind of disturbs me. I have friends who got specific training. Charles River in Boston. Oh, okay. I did not know about the Charles River. Huh. Because it was absolutely polluted to hell. Damn. The river under the Dave Matthews Band tour bus was pretty flavored. Oh. But there was what was I saying? Nope, forgotten. No worries. Partly helped them decide to clean up. Good. Clean nowadays? Good. Finally, after 310,000 attempts, you beat a new Geometry Dash level. Yo! Is that the one? Man, I remember there was one that you were working on and talking about probably last week. Is it still that one? Or it's impressive. Would have done it faster? I'm sure. That's awesome. 310,000. I thought, 167 attempts on Sans was bad enough? Damn. Super cool. I am impressed. Clapping. Okay, let's see if we can actually figure out this translation. So, okay. Yes, Garci? How do you convince someone to play Undertale? By gently suggesting and explaining that it's a really neat game that impressed even someone who thought it was probably going to be overhyped going into it. And then let them come to it naturally. Tell them you can date a sexy skeleton. This is true. Get them to 500 followers. Yes. Funnel them to Tim. So, okay. We're confident on not. The rest of these symbols are shared. So death, love, and then... Man, so this is tough for me because I figure... So here... So these two maintain their order. These two get flipped around. So in this, warriors don't like death. Death loves warriors. Like death, death like. So at least to me, since those have their orders swap, maybe the book doesn't work how I think it does? Some glyphs can be linked to the equivalent glyph of another language, even if it's not yet translated. You need it to be confirmed? I guess we don't need it to be. It is possible to validate the link from one glyph to another without having translated the original one yet, but... Okay, so let's operate on our assumption. Fine. So, we call that one warrior. Love, like. We think this is like love. And then we think that this means death. Okay. We'll operate on that assumption. We'll see if we have to revamp it. But I think it's a good assumption. Because I don't see how else that would be grammatically pieced together. Not even just based on like trying to match the orders, but the way it flips around and such. Okay. Oh, obelisk? Across the obelisk? Oh, we aren't disguising, we're actually... Oh! Give me a long enough lever and I'll move the world? Wasn't that Greek philosopher? Was that Plato? Socrates? I'm bad with my Greek philosophers. Bum 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 bum. Oh, okay, that's them marching. I thought that was... I also thought I would disguise. I did for a moment think the marching sound was the crunching at the bottom. Plural? Shall. Okay. So maybe not pluralizer. Okay. So I think... Hold up. So one of those symbols we'd see, I think this symbol means stop. And then that means pass. And that, okay, so stop is like a broken one, and then this it flips up maybe? Oh, they're marching cute, right? Warrior plural pass, then they walk, but the within the warrior language context, right? I think that makes sense. But then here, a plural marker being first seems... Oh, although maybe... So like the grammar there would not be consistent, but okay, so that's one to many. So plural? So no, it did not accept that. So then what if we flipped those around? So maybe, because it could be imperative. So no, it does not seem to like that. Wait, bom, bom, bom. No. So what if that's not the plural marker? That's not plural. So let's review that. Right, I think it's probably not plural because then... Because, yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense there, but so... But that certainly, it's one of those two, I would think, because you get that. So you guys stop, you guys pass, right? So so that's what's changing, right? So stop versus pass. So this definitely, these swapped around pass, and so I tried both combinations, because I think that this, okay, we'll double check that. So that's pass, and that makes sense because previously we saw that of like, you shall not do the thing. So that's pass. And then this makes sense as a related stop, right? Like, okay. And that makes sense in the context we've just seen. So then here, this is showing a one-to-many relationship, right? So what is pluralizing? No, I don't want to just try every other symbol. So I want to, let's go back and let's revisit this. So we've seen that. So the symbol that we thought, right, no, yeah, trying everyone is kind of boring. So let's double check it and try and re-examine our assumptions about it. So we saw there, did 3 out of the 4? Oh, so I was still missing one of them. But I'm wondering if maybe, so, you guys, it's just because also the original phrasing, maybe this is the plural? No. Because I could see that happening with, because the original phrase was this, right? So I could see that being plural. I'm very confident on this being not. But so maybe they're speaking to you devotee, stop. So this isn't a plural marker. So then what else would be? So this could be so that is plural. Oh, gotcha. So I swapped it before I tried that. I see. So plural first. Okay, so wait, pass, that is plural. Okay, so then this is guards, so that's guard, so warrior. Warrior, not, love, and death. Okay. So that makes sense of what we were missing, because this still preserves the order, but they prioritize whether it's plural or not. So then I feel pretty confident that this then refers to devotee. So what did the guard say? I think what they said was, you devotees do not pass. Plural, devotee, pass. So this seems to be a much more like pictographic. So the devotee language, they've got some more like abstractions of concepts and they tend to combine. And that may crop up here, but it seems like they're drawing a warrior, they're drawing a devotee, like that's the headdress maybe, and that's maybe like the spear. I'm not sure, but it seems less abstracted than the devotee language, which I suppose makes sense if you are an entire culture that is based around, you know, basically higher abstractions of like religion and whatnot. Yeah. Whereas if you're more about war, that would make sense that you don't necessarily have as many fancy things. Now it makes sense when you had the plural first and was wrong. Yep, that wasn't indeed plural. Okay. Oh, so then hold on. Let's take another look at this. So that symbol, so we're only seeing that there. So warrior does something to devotee, or maybe warrior is greater than devotee. Could be protect. I feel like protect would not. Oh my god, little lizard man. Hello, little lizard. Hey, little lizard. Let's say protect, and we'll do that question mark so that we're really Esther Escher moment. Oh, look at the little guy. Hello. Hey, friend. So this is putting us out into the courtyard, which might be a problem. Ugh. Lizard men. Oh, that's something that's happened in Magic recently. They've gotten they used to have this like dedicated creature type of like lizard men that was Viashino, which was kind of cool, but now they've just turned them into lizards. Let the lizard folk have their own thing. Okay, let's check up the stairs first. Oh, so this is like old medieval construction equipment, where you physically get in the wheel and that's basically acting as a gearing mechanism. There's some like reconstructionist archaeology sites that work with that, which I think is so cool. Oh, and wait, can we click that lever, or is that hamster wheel? I don't know what this does. Oh, so that's a way of, so we're gearing up the weight that drops down to rotate the statue. Tampon. Seems way too heavy for that small rock. Well, again, this is presumably on a mechanism for spinning, so we're saving up potential energy. Let's try that again. Like, there's obviously some serious design here. Oh my god, it's been an hour 45 already? Damn. I do find it, like, streaming, I really enjoy it because it helps me tune into the games more. Warrior, I'm guessing that's God, right? Because that seems very similar to, right? Like that's it, triangular with a cross in it. So that, at least to me, I'm gonna say probably means God, I suspect. Because that looks like the warrior's something to God. I don't know that. But no, like, I really enjoy, streaming helps me, oh, okay, we've actually recorded them. So warrior something devotee, warrior something something. Oh wait, oh, I put that on the wrong symbol for protect. Or no, I didn't jot it down. Whoops. Protect. Image is indeed. So like this is the devotees looking at the guard. I'm guessing like it's protect or something. So it's the relationship of warrior to devotee, and I assume that, or it could also be block, but we've already got like stop. This one, I really don't know. I wish, I'm gonna try doing this once more to see if we can wait, not stop. This is true. But, okay, so this one I think is protect. Let's re-examine. Let's see if we can get back to the middle one, because I would like to look at that more. Yeah, like, streaming is nice because, yeah, not passive stop, yeah. Serving a similar function. Like, the two on either end, the images, I think, are fairly clear. So it's this middle one that I did not look at very well, and the drawing does not help much. But, like, streaming is very good because it makes me engage and think about the media I'm consuming more, because I'm trying to talk about it and interact with folks. It's a circle. Yeah, but we've got sort of a first one and a last one. I know. Oh, okay. Music? So that's someone with an instrument? So warrior something and then music maybe? Warrior do something to bard? Warrior protect music man, but no, it's a different symbol, so it's a different relationship. So that one. So we've only seen it show up there. So I think this is protect. Might not be protect, but this warrior does something for the people, and that certainly looks like protect to me. This is God. Oh, so is this like imps? I don't think they would call the devotees imps, no. Oh, or is that music? So maybe that's not God. So maybe that's the music man. Oh, I don't know how to interpret this. So this is suggesting that we've already seen their word for demon, but devil steal music? Maybe. Maybe God is the music man. I looking at that image, I would suspect God is music man. But why is your player releasing private information? Oh, why is your player releasing private information on Twitter? Didn't even know that could happen? What? That seems strange. So your player? I don't entirely follow, but I'm interpreting that as like a music player somehow posting stuff to Twitter. So got that banner. We might learn more if we go down here. So let's try that. Though maybe that will just cause more problems. You mean Y rather than X? Okay, now let's go back. Oh, FIFA. Oh. Oh, so in game? Oh, so Twitter is their fake one. So So one of your players is like sharing team secrets and slandering you, is releasing private information on Twitter. Oh, on Twitter. Oh my god. That's kind of fantastic. So is that going to like make it harder to recruit new members? That's what a detail. So the first one certainly seems to depict that, and then the last image is like holding up God, or possibly Citadel. So what if, I don't know, that to me, I would assume that's something to do with like the demons. No, so it's not that. Just, or is that God? No. And then it's not going to be that. That to me, I would assume like could refer to it, but people now know how much you're in financial trouble. Now no one's going to want to get hired. That's terrible. Music. Jeez, that's a bit of debt to work off. So what is this trying to convey? So, warrior protects. Oh wait, no. Maybe I did get this very wrong. Because. Oh. Ooh. Because the first one, 6,900 nibs? Nice. So, what if... So this is God, and then this is Devil. Because I hadn't looked at it super closely, but this first image, maybe those aren't devotees. They're holding back the things. That's not in... It's, yeah, you devils do not pass. Because... I was looking at it from the side, they've got like tongues sticking out, so it's some sort of I'm thinking like phantasmagoria, but I think that's not the right word, but it's meant to be like displaying anger or something. Johann is devil, mayhaps. So God and devil. So then protect would be from the second image, which would be this. So protect the people? No. Or is this protect? Protect God? No. Or maybe that isn't it. But that, I wonder if that's devil. Baba is you. Because it's, yeah, it's not that. Huh. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna go another round of looking at this. So rather than thinking the first one is that. So this is they're protecting the music people. So they are standing on guard. And then the next one they are holding things up. So I don't know what that means. But it is them in front of a music player. Or that is them in front of an instrument, standing steadfast. So next up, Baba is Alyssa. Oh. Duplicating Alyssa that way, I suppose. Yeah, so like that, this is very like Atlas imagery to me, right? Look closely at the drawing in the book. Will do. But like, at least to me, this looks very much like Atlas or whatnot. I really want to get another good look at the first drawing. I think that's the biggest one for me. Baba is Alyssa, Kiki is Alyssa, Alyssa is Baba and Kiki. Uh-oh. Now we're duplicating Baba and Kiki? But then what happens to Alyssa? Okay, so warrior fight devil or something. So like the devils are, you've never felt so alive? What's up? Not group is group. Well, you would be Baba and Kiki if that's any consolation. So, okay, so, yeah, so they've got, like, their tongue. Okay. Okay. Look closely at the book, at the images. So we have... you threw a book at a spider? Oh, no! There's a spider on your wall before, and now it was on your floor. You yeeted a book at it. Very afraid of spiders. That's fair. So, lots of adrenaline from... I will applaud your bravery. The other images, yeah. Re-examine what these other things are showing us. So what if that's not God? So that's the liar player. So then what if this... No, that's not protect. Maybe this one is protect? Okay. So protect the chosen from the impure. Okay. Rip your new manga. Oh no! Yeah, I guess if it is touched a squished spider, that's going to be a burn. Are we the chosen though? But okay, so that was protect. So that's chosen rather than God. Fair enough, fair play. And then protect the chosen. No, it's fine, just hate has yucky spider on it now. Classicism. Well, it's all of the different ones seem to have different different hierarchies, right? Like the devotees, although again, the warrior was above devotee, which is interesting to me. And had a spider in your room for like 3 months now. Keep feeding him tiny parts of ham and bread. Cute. That's I am not someone who is comfortable living with spiders, but I try to let them out gently. The ham, I imagine he might. Bread, I feel, would be less likely. So warrior. Oh, hey, we should update that. So warrior fight. Prefer that too, but you panic. Oh yeah, no, zero judgment. That's one of my IRL friends is an extreme arachnophobe to the point where like I have done what when she has visited, I have like scoured the room for spiders, even like inside shoes, making sure there's absolutely none. Even just like game spiders can sometimes freak her out. Spider don't. No spider donuts were tasty. Actually, I should not contextualize that more. Don't worry about it. Spider didn't. Good. I did... Okay. Experience that I did find kind of viscerally upsetting was, I used a very, like, thin, I used a very thin cup to catch a spider, so I could see it running around, which was not a good move. So if you are going to do spider catching and you're a little uncomfy with them, absolutely make sure you're using a very opaque cup. Okay, so we're just creeping behind the man. I don't know, I think our end goal is there, so we're just gonna keep following. I'm glad they have no peripheral vision in those helmets, I guess. Woohoo. Spider bake sale down to the right. Food made by spiders, with spiders, for spiders. Delicious. I did as well, Carsey. Well, you gotta have a little bit of everything. If they're only made by, can you really call them a spider donut? Okay. So I assume wait for them to pass. With and by. It's a little like the word chuffed. And no, I will not explain. Made from them and by them. Uh-oh. Ah. Okay. What's chuffed? C-H-U-F-F-E-D. No, please explain. Chuffed is an auto-antonym. In American English, chuffed means displeased. In British English, it means pleased or satisfied, yeah. So if an American says, I'm a bit chuffed about that, they mean they're upset about it. If a Brit says that, they mean, oh, I'm quite happy with that. So it's a goofy little thing. So I don't know, spider made by spiders, made with spiders. can be interpreted either, you know, the spiders were helping in the making process, or the spiders were causing problems. Bit chuffed in it. Spider make food out of spider, spider eat food made of spider. Pom pom pom. Okay, so I don't suppose we can really get by this guy. I'm gonna try it when this group goes by. Huh? So like that flammable and inflammable are the same thing. Yep. Ain't language interesting? Ask when the marchers are marching on the left. Oh, that's an even better thought. So using them as cover, because we have established they don't seem to have any sort of peripheral vision. Very good thought, Carsey. Gong. Nobody liked that. Okay, so that can be used as a distraction, but that was not the right time for it. Oh, it saves us here. Okay. Because, yeah, we need to cross. So now only those guys will look, so now we juke. Okay. We're learning how this is wanting the stealth done. It looks like we can't go, I don't think we can go further up that way. Thank you, universe, for blinking time back, right? Quite useful in this scenario. And has never caused anyone other problems ever. Well, okay, but now we would see this guy. I don't suppose we can murk him. Actually, it was gone. Possibly, if there is one here. Although, again, if this is a Tower of Babel-esque story, God ain't too friendly with us. But maybe he's not too friendly with the guards. It did not look like we could go left. So I'm guessing we need to, we'll use the blocking cover again. Okay. That kind of worked. Babel-esque, yes. Okay, but yeah, no, you're not? Ah, nope. That one was still worried about me. Okay. Because it looks like we can only go there, but maybe the camera will change. That is one thing that is a little... Some of it is a wee bit unclear. But that's also, I am a goofball, so that is not entirely on the game, folks. Would you guys play Babel Is You? Yeah, okay, yes, camera moves. Whoa, no, 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 we need to go further, but we were blocked by the fence. I mean, I don't know if our character keeps our memories, right? We as the player do. Which is, that's one of those things, right? That games, it's one of those conceits of games that can be a little strange. I mean, we as the player are functionally, I suppose, a god. You is meta. Okay, this is fine. Move forward. Weather is doing a funny for you. Thermal sensation of 8 degrees Celsius? Cool. Oh, don't suppose you would... Yes, thank you for getting less suspicious there. Okay, so now they're standing back, so we'll need to go behind the next batch, I guess. That's not super warm. But it's fairly warm where I'm at, so I would, Warriors, wait! Okay. Oh, maybe it would have been better to be here. Okay, so we can do that. Eee, ha 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 ha. Good. Warriors, march! Ah, march, okay. You pass! Yay! What all of us only ever want to hear from our classes. Where the hell are we? Where are we in this situation? Oh, we're up here, okay. Loud, correct noise. 94 degrees in, I assume Fahrenheit. Please, for the love of God, not Celsius. 94 in your room? That's ridiculously warm. I am a like 60 degree Fahrenheit person. Collect $500. We passed go? Okay. I was trying to figure out where the hell I was first. Okay, so. Warrior. I was thinking that was warrior fight. Cool breeze? Cool beans. You're dying. Yeah, no, that is about 35 degrees too many in my opinion. Okay. I really like Celsius when dealing with science, and I really like Fahrenheit when dealing with normal temperatures because of the granularity. Is it weird that I wish instead of a fight between Fahrenheit and Celsius, the world all got on board with using it in those contexts? 0 Fahrenheit is cool, 100 Fahrenheit is hot. I mean, yeah, like 32 Fahrenheit is freezing. 100 Fahrenheit is livable, but not comfortable. Yeah, 0 Fahrenheit is below freezing. Like, Celsius makes sense when you're dealing with, like, cooking and such. Fahrenheit is good for when you're feeling the thing, in my opinion. Warrior, wait, okay. Most empirical form of defining a temperature scale. So, directing that one over there, so move this block. Block. Small chest. So this is loot. Okay. And then go. I'm assuming that's trolley. Trolley problem? Trolley / cart. Okay. Trollery. Just like we had some folks in here trolling earlier. Oh. If I hit X, that's why it didn't save previously. Trolley, cart. Only normal thing about Fahrenheit is the body temperature, which is 100, you think? Meanwhile, Celsius is 37. No, because Fahrenheit, it's not exactly 100. 100 would be fancy. No, Fahrenheit is... Oh, what is regular body temperature Fahrenheit? I remember looking at this at one point. It's not... It's like 96, 97 point something, so it's still miserable. Fahrenheit body temperature. Generally considered to be 98.6 Fahrenheit. So, yeah. Actually, ice is just solid water, and the coolest water can feel is 0 Kelvin. True. You pull... I mean, if you want to define water as the liquid phase, then yes. 32 Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius would be the coolest it can go, but there is also like an energy gap, right? But yeah, 98.6 Fahrenheit is the considered normal body temperature. Would you pull the lever? It makes the cart go away and and trolls them. Lamau. So okay, we'll keep looking at that. But yeah, no, it's I like Fahrenheit for describing Celsius. Yes, Celsius is still fine for describing how warm it is, but like there's more granularity with Fahrenheit for describing like particular temperature. But I guess if you're using it for everything else, my thought is probably silly, but that is how I typically do it. Like if I'm doing baking, I tend to prefer Celsius. Just use Kelvin. True, Kelvin would be most universal. So Fahrenheit does a funny and divides its units by 14ths. Wait, huh? So, oh, okay, so pick up, lower, and then I think this is cart. So keep an eye out for picking up and lowering. I don't remember who it is, but someone said Fahrenheit is basically how percent warm it is. So 60 Fahrenheit is about 60% warm. I'm kind of on board with that. So not fight the trolley, but so it's not fight, but it's to operate on. Might be because okay, so we first saw that, so it's something the impure, and now it's something the trolley. I think so. Maybe it's fight or push. Could be generic. Oh, so push rather than the trolley itself. That's also fair as like a verb. Yes. No, you are not wrong. 1 degree worth of change in Celsius is worth 1.4 degrees of change in Fahrenheit. Oh, really? I thought it was more than that. So I know. Hold on, because for me it's easier to remember the conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius, because from Celsius to Fahrenheit, I learned Celsius to Fahrenheit as a fraction, which is harder for me to remember than Fahrenheit to Celsius, which I learned as a decimal. Is that weird? Because so Fahrenheit to Celsius, you subtract, oh wait, no, other way around, Celsius to Fahrenheit. I get confused, but one I learned as a decimal, the other. So you multiply by, oh, I'm screwing myself up. I can't even remember. So Celsius divided by 5 is equal to Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 7. Okay. Okay. So Fahrenheit to Celsius is minus 32 divided by 7. Okay. Because I always learned, I think it's you multiply by, I think Celsius times, it's either times it's times 1.8 and then add 32. But I'm apparent, as I was saying earlier, it's tough to do multiple things. You're so nervous? Welcome in, Aya. What's up? Not really, like 32.16. Yeah, slightly off, but pretty darn close. What is up? I know, so previously we were hearing about debate camp. I hope that went well. Okay. Gullible is up. Oh, well look. Up is the word gullible. Ah. So warrior waits. Okay. We've got that thing and then small pokey and then upside down cross. That's down. Okay, that makes sense to me. So this is like pick up or slash up. And this is put down. Though that makes sense. Put down. Down. There's a thunderstorm and we left the windows open and live on the top floor of an apartment. We kept windows open because it's hot and it rained. Oh, on your devices? Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I hope they're recoverable. I can understand being nervous about that. That's not fun, to say the least. Chest or box, probably. It is in general, so I'm guessing you're nervous about whether or not they're still gonna be functional. Okay, so yeah, duplicate of... No, so that's put down. Also, you're in Spain. Oh, so that's... You need those a lot more. So maybe that's set down. Okay, fight or push the cart. Okay. Let's try that one. But yeah, no, that is not a great spot for losing a bunch of devices, but you're in the Twitch chat, so obviously you still have at least something that has internet access, so you're not completely out if things go wrong. But yeah, depending on how much is in the rain, it's salvageable. Yep. That is the hope. Hopefully they can be drained. Hopefully they are not beyond repair. But that is absolutely stressful. You're in spin. Combined. Yeah, that was very good timing. So I'm sorry to hear that, Aya. I hope it ends up well. I get why you're nervous now. Ooh, we should do a spin. Spin would be a good emote. So okay. I think that this is being used for both fighting and pushing, and I think that this is pick up and this is put down. No. That made a lot of sense to me, but first off, I could have gone it reversed. I don't think I did. Let's watch that one more time, because that wasn't the only thing that changed, necessarily. Okay. Wait what? No, we've already figured out the word for wait. Yes, spin and wiggle. As I was hoping to work on emotes over the weekend, but did not. Oh yes, Johanthius. Okay. So they are going to say things. Warrior, wait. We understand this. I wish we could like pause or rewind a bit. You. Okay. So. We've got. I'm gonna hold Varanu. God, yeah, the Vimoth plays things is what a sight to see. We love flesh spirits. I'm going to actually draw these symbols because I want to remember the order. So first one we've got bam, and then we've got the little down tick to the side, and then we've got the like down thing, and then we've got the little upside down cross. And that's pick up big box question mark V heart but V myth. Ooh, yeah, the Inkhumans were also a sight. So this one picks up a big box. Okay, next one is also shown, so it's that same first symbol, then followed by a reversal of that middle one. So it's still, they're still being asked to pick something up. So that middle one is not the picking up, putting down. Okay. Even though that I thought that was visually a good idea. So I'm guessing the pointing up means small. So he's going to pick up a big box. Picks up big box. Okay. So then, so we'll write down pick up big, or small. Small. Guess I could be noting some of this down, but like I don't necessarily want to associate it with the words yet. I'm more just trying to get the overall associate phrase and action. So heart thing. Ah! So that symbol is inverted. So now we've got bang, 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 and up and to the right. So that's going to be put down. Put down boxes. And it's got plural marker before box. So, okay. So that is the noun. This is absolutely chest or box. So then this, that means put down, and that means pick up. I think I'm gonna decide to be religious. My god will be Bruno Fernandes. I'm assuming that's a football player. Oh, you would not want me as a god. I am fickle, and also not very good at granting wishes. So then we just need to figure out what the operation is. So we'll clear that. And we'll clear that. Because Bruno is the... Oh, he's very hot? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. You want... Okay, so we've got two people that would want me as a god. Okay. Johan worship stream. I mean, I do feel genuinely, I would not do this to you guys, but I do... I'm a genius, not a genie. I think genius is also a stretch. I feel like I would not want to do this to you guys, but I do feel like I could put on the Johan Wiggle, the break screen just for like 3 hours, and I don't know, record a little bit of like Gregorian chanting to go underneath the and then just leave that running, walk out of the room, and come back, and we'd probably have some scripture written down. Genius as per lingo compliment room. Fair enough. That's fair. You'd watch it. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to do that to you guys, but I'm willing to believe that people would actually watch. Okay. So we need to figure out what's being used for operate. And I think the sort of the fight one is being used for that. So fight, push the trolley cart. It's gotta be. Be such a Wormhon moment. Johan wants to make quality content, shake my head. I wouldn't even necessarily say I want to make quality content, but at the very least, I don't want to do things that are just farming views. Okay, so then push. Yes, okay. When we get, oh right, thank you for reminding me. I kind of forgot to do that, the hype without the hype. Carry, possess, lay. Oh. They've got a whole word for lay? Nice. And then push, okay. So the warrior, so that one image is warriors push the impure? Okay. So, interesting. So again, this does seem somewhat pictographic, right? So this is like, that looks, so we've got like the stem line, and that's like the arm being held out to push away. Here, so this is looking, so to the left we're pulling up, and then to the left, and then so looking to the left, this is traversing up, and then to the left this is traversing down. Okay. Protect, shield in front, or you could kind of interpret this like someone curled around cradling. Think it's a bit far-fetched. I'm trying, they put effort into it, so I'm trying to understand if there is an internal logic. Like this one, I get. Like, linguistically, I understand the logic there. This one, there's a lot less consistency in. An animation of Wormhon wiggling around like one of those inflatable gas station things. Oh, wacky wavy inflatable tube man? So the warrior pushes back the impure, the warrior protects the chosen, warrior carries God. Okay. Huh. Wacky wavy inflatable tube man. Tube-hon, yes. Okay. So I think we've learned what we're going to learn from this. I think let's probably try and get to like the end of this section, and then I think we'll probably call it a break, and then come back with some more Outer Wilds, because that will be, you know, 2.5 hours will be about half the stream. Okay, let's hide. It does look, I do want to check if we can, so we can operate this. I don't know to what end, but we can. Okay, no one's noticing. Oh, okay, that's to get the lift squared away. Gotcha. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Beep, ba, ba, boom. Beep, ba, ba, da, boom. Yeah, just like try and get to a decent point. So we can go behind here, possibly grab the chest. Sir. Okay, I guess we can run back here, and while he's looking away, maybe we can grab that. I don't know why we need the chest, but we've got one. Nice. Oh, hey, we should look at these. So, plural, so boxes. Oh, and so that's probably bottles. Isn't that, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, is that not just the kanji for 7? Bottle. I'm sorry, that's gonna bother me. Kanji 7. Oh, reversed. Like, Come on. Okay. Plural 7. I don't think that's how you would pluralize 7, but interesting thought. Yeah. No. I guess just the concept of pluralizing 7 is weird enough. Okay, so I can't grab those boxes. Yeah, I am the sneakiest. Okay, so we can sneak back behind here. I am not. I am big and blundering. I suppose. Okay, so we can make it there. We just go behind. Always used to take 2 pieces of candy instead of 1. You monster! Haven't been seen once in this game? Have you played this game, Carsey? Oh, you think your dad noticed? I'm a little rule follower. I did not. And here's the thing. I'm thinking like Halloween. If you want to take 2 pieces, you know, if you want to take a little more candy, sure. Like, you know, that's sure. That's not the worst thing in the world. My problem is the people that come in. They're usually teenagers and think that, oh, I'll just take the entirety, I'll scoop as much as I can. Evil people. So sneaky, they don't even know you haven't played the game. Very nice. So this is bottle, this is box. Big and small. So this is, so down facing is big box. Oh, because it's like a tall person, and then a little short guy. If you want people to take only one, just look after the bowl. Well, is the worst. It's not even something where like we would put the bowl out. I love answering the door on Halloween and like seeing costumes. They will just, honest to God, come up and while you're, you know, saying, oh, like 2 pieces, they just grab an armful and run. And it is the most dickish thing I have seen. I just, the gall, and it's like, what am I going to do? I'm not gonna tackle someone for taking too much candy. But, so it's one of those things where it's just, they are willing to violate the social norm more than we are, right? So, get Alyssa for a night to run out. Alyssa, yeah, that's fair. Alyssa, will you be my candy bodyguard? We'll give you 2 pieces of candy. Time stole someone's Pokemon on Reddit for your Pokedex. Like, you left a message asking anyone if you could have the Pokemon just for seconds and to register in your Pokedex. Someone said sure and just traded me their legendary Koraidon after you got something, closed your Switch, and we agreed on you trading it back, sent me a message saying, what about my Koraidon? I have never felt worse ever. You gave it back saying your power went out? Damn! Yeah, that is not... Oh, we put it there for cover? Sure, that was fine. That is the type of thing I try not to judge people much, but that is a very... My brain does not compute that well. That is not something I would even consider. I can consider other people doing that to me, but that is not something that I would even think of other people thinking I might do to them, because it's just like, oh no, why would you do that to someone? Felt so bad you couldn't? Yeah, no, and that's you did eventually not take their thing, which I am glad of. But yeah, it's just it's genuinely like I understand in principle the concept of, well, it's like, you know, it benefits me, so why not? Okay, that was not okay. No, it's fine. I don't know. I have a lot of trouble with that, which is part of why I have terrible business sense. But I like to try and maximize good for people. Death counter 5. Is it really only 5? I thought it was more than that. Trying to get a Koraidon for like 4 weeks at that point. So it's the temptation of, but I've got it. Good. Yeah, I don't know. That does, I can understand that a bit more. but 8, 9, I genuinely don't know. 5 feels low, but I'm not confident. Okay, so he noticed. So the one on the left, I don't get what the one on the left is seeing, because it doesn't increase after a certain point. Yep, 6 now, if we're just assuming starting at 5. So then, I guess if I try and direct it over here, but then this guy's gonna see me, right? Eyes on the back of his head? Maybe. Nope, so that guy just can't even see in front of him. Agree on 9. Why does this game have jumpy scares? It's not even that much of a jump scare. I am someone who is very high-strung, and I'm not too spooked by this, but I guess because they need some sort of consequence. Oh yeah, Tim is here, because, yeah, so you were saying, Shadow Man with a knife. He's a sword, and we're always pretty clear of when it's about to happen. Okay. Ah! Nope, yeah, we need to be over here more. Darn! Yeah, no, it's, I mentioned when Tim popped in that you asked if Tim was around earlier, Silver. It was when we were talking about March. I don't remember the exact context, though. Okay, so we run to here. So we're on 10. 10 is the canonical count now. Oh, see, this is going to make me actually go back. Oh, just cuz. Fair enough. Heaven forbid I ask after health. This is something I'll need to actually do a little bit of editing and do a counter on it. Weemo is here now. No! Terrible. I'm bad at this. So yeah, I think after this section, after we clear this chaos, we'll take a break and then switch on over to some Outer Wilds and see what we can do there. Reunited with Silver Wilver. See, Wilver just actually sounds like a name that the British would give a child. So I kind of like the idea of, oh, that's just good old Silver Wilver over there. Real nice, but sometimes a little overly silvery. We're a little concerned about how he breathes through all of that metal, Silver Wilver, in it? I don't think all British people just say the word in it, but I suppose that is the stereotype. No, a cat named Wilbur. Yeah, like, Wilbur is absolutely a name, so that's like, Wilver, I think, is close enough. They do bruv. Bruv I've heard quite a bit. And I have heard in it, but not as much. They do, you were there? Fair enough. Tim the canonical British expert. Oh, come on. Making new March 2 cutscene feeling good? Nice. Oh, okay, it checkpoints us here. Ah, so now we're learning from here. So that was what, 11? Woo-ah! Only roadmen say bruv in it, really. Oh, so now we can throw this? By roadmen, do you mean like truckers, or? Oh no, they saw. No! Ah! Oh, we're hemmed in. Ah, we tried to juke. 12. Okay. Oh, so we need to go when the cart's going. I see. Put everything together. No, it's like trouble kids hanging around. Oh, okay. Road men I would not have gotten, but yeah, so like street youths. The hoodlums, I think I've heard before. Rabble, basically kids hanging around who probably don't have much better to be doing. So he starts to walk. Can also be adults? Okay. So, sort of generically, as I believe it's sometimes referred to in the US, street. Okay. So he faces this way, so we need to catch him when he's walking back. Oh, or we can do that. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Wah! Don't mind me. Don't mind the shadow that's peeking out over here, sir. Probably, but I don't want to go for 13. Hey, the armory. Okay, I did want to double check the control. So options, controls. Show hints is hold, oh, so it's hold up? Oh, possibly. So, okay, let's put together the outfit then. So, do we get to, okay, so it's just head, that or not. So we've got the bracers, we get a sword. Oh, no, there are different ones. No, watch Inazuma 11. All right, thanks for hanging out. Football? Super FIFA? Okay, so I think they had the super tall helmets. I don't know whether or not they had these bracers. But I think tall helmet, sword, Dulpuntwald? I don't know. Tot, I know in German is killed, so saying that someone absolutely killed a particular vault. I don't know whether or not they had shields. I don't think they did. It's the Dutch theme song to Inazuma 11. Ah! Gotcha. Okay, I wanna... Yeah! So they recognized. I just want to see what they're doing. So they've got like a cape. It doesn't look like they have a shield. I'm not counting these as deaths. I'm literally just trying to see. Yeah, no, so he doesn't have a shield. No, I'm not counting these. That's literally just trying to see a thing. Maybe we can see over here. Okay, so we definitely, so we've got the tall helmet. I just need to see them. Is that too much to ask? Oh, it's we took off these things. No, I don't think it's the other weapon either. I think we were missing the arm guards. It was the arm guards. Okay. So we were missing the gauntlets. Okay. Yeah, I'm not counting those because literally that was just trying to see. I know I could have tested other outfits, but yes, hello fellow guards, how are you today? What? Hey. Okay, so we can draw suspicion by being annoying. See your arm guards from such a big distance. I mean, we could see the difference. I mean, we literally had none, so that would be out of uniform. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for Chants of Sennaar today. We made some decent progress. We finished out the Devotee language, and we're starting to get a handle on the guard language. Attacked and captured. Oh, they might just be doing an outfit check. Sir, the captain might see us and make us all do push-ups. Yep. Thank you for hanging out, Tim. I'm hoping. I feel like we're so close. I want to keep enjoying the game, but I would kind of love to get through it because I know like Pug doesn't want to be spoiled on either Chants or Outer Wild, so I'm like very deadly push-ups. Yeah, like we're getting a good handle on this. Although the language has less, like there were a lot of patterns to this. This feels very lovingly crafted. This is still, there's certainly patterns that we can see in it, but it's less, like they seem to like this sort of like layout more, but I don't, it might be that verbs, actually, maybe all the verbs, I guess all of the verbs have this marker. So like wait. So I suppose that is. So like verbs are all going to be in the form of the rotated square. Okay, so I suppose that is a verb marker. And then I guess people? No, no, okay, no, that is still because it's like partial. So I guess the point is the important bit. But that's kind of the only one I'm really seeing. It's like how they refer to people. Well, okay, maybe people are all, although warrior sort of breaks that. Yeah, I don't fully know. I've this one I feel less confident on the stuff, but I guess that I had not put that together, that seems to be a shape associated with verbs. So that's something. But yeah, it's interesting. I assume that there are patterns. I just need to learn them better. But we'll do more of that tomorrow. Feel like we have made some good progress at stitching together the languages of the Tower of Babel. Hell yeah. But I will now put us on break, and I will be back in 3-ish minutes for some more Outer Wilds. Love to see what we can do. Am I forgetting something? Huh? Tower of Babals? Nope. We will put us on break, and we'll be back. Oh, but yes, the general. This is a great time to stand up, grab some water. Remember, there's a lovely world outside. Take your meds if you've got them. Stretch, yeah, etc. Take this as a great little opportunity to be breaking from stream. I'm going to be grabbing some more water and trying to make a couple of quick notes before we start up Outer Wilds. But thank y'all. Hopefully see plenty of you on the flip side. And if not, no worries. Catch y'all in a couple of minutes.